Hello. It's a year at a point in time. So there's a new Call of Duty out.
That's all true.
So, yeah, I'm Jordan Miner, CNA at Geek.com, here with Matt Buzzy from PCMag.com. We're playing Call of Duty Black Ops 4. That's how that goes.
Black Ops 111.
2, 3, yeah. Yeah, the new Call of Duty. It's been out for a little while now, but these games are important all the time.
Yes, always.
And you've had more of a chance to play more of it, so you'll
be in the driver's seat. That's no promise as to my ability.
So the biggest, maybe controversial thing about this game is that there's no single player campaign.
There's no single player because there's Battle Royale now.
Right.
As they launch into a game.
Yeah, they have this kind of whole beefed out suite of multiplayer options, including just the kind of standard
matchmaking,
the zombies mode. But yeah, this new Battle Royale, very PUBG.
I've never heard of Battle Royale.
Have you heard of Player Unknown and his Battlegrounds?
I have not.
Have you heard of 2 Weeks? Famous
2-week epic
Android phone game?
Right. That one sounds a little familiar.
Okay.
Yeah, chasing the trend a little bit here.
Have you seen Battle Royale, the film?
No, actually.
Okay, it's good. And now when they put out the
Is that your favorite Battle Royale?
Yes, it is.
And
whenever they put out the book again, it says the inspiration behind Fortnite, which is great because
that movie's like 30 years old.
It's also
40
really
years old.
gory and like not for kids.
Very cool.
So you're playing Blackout, the Battle Royale game. If you have questions, leave them below. But we're just gonna check this out. Now I am interested in this because I do have a lot of just conceptual issues with Battle Royale games.
Sure.
But also the big ones.
The execution, right?
No, just even the concept.
Okay.
But the big ones, I also do kind of have just specific things,
Sure.
issues that don't have to be in those kinds of games. So with
Sure.
PUBG, it's just the kind of jank. I don't like how the shooting feels. And
Right.
in Fortnite,
That's what I meant, the execution stuff. Like, even in its best case, maybe you like it in its best case. But as it is,
no,
definitely not.
It's no go. And Fortnite, I like that. I like that matches are faster. I like
that it has a style,
yeah,
a visual style.
It just feels more polished.
Sure.
But I don't like any of the building in that game. That's the holdover of the game that used to be.
Sure.
So what sounds like is going on here could be the real kind of Goldilocks one for me at least.
Yeah. So I mean, you'll see as we get into it. It looks nicer than PUBG. Not necessarily the highest bar to clear.
Sure.
On that one. It has a little. So it's polished in a lot of ways. More so in like a gameplay. Mechanics, like the animations aren't janky. The shooting's not janky.
Because this
like
is what, the 15th Call of Duty?
18, I think,
Something
like
like
genuinely something like that.
And they're able to just use all that expertise.
So I'm also noticing, so I'm playing on, okay, we'll get into that, but I'm noticing it's in fact working as it should.
Sweet.
So the difference with this is much more like Fortnite compared to PUBG in terms of dropping.
Okay.
You can kind of hit the entire map no matter where the playing line is. And you get a wingsuit, and that's fun. You go really, you move across this thing.
That's pretty good because having to, think about where I'm going to land is already something that's turning me off.
There's already people here. Yeah. I wasn't fast enough. Yeah, I'm also playing without sound, so just, fair warning. That was interesting. Fair warning, I'm probably going to die because I don't even know when there's people around me. And I'm not that good to begin with, so definite disadvantage. I first played the beta on the PS4. And looting on with a controller is terrible.
Okay.
Doing all this inventory management with a controller is bad.
Right, because these games they came out of PC.
Yeah, they were PC driven.
They came out of weird PC mods.
Even though Fortnite and PUBG made it to consoles.
Yeah, Fortnite on mobile even.
Yeah, it's definitely not the optimal way to play. Man, not being able to hear is a problem.
Now, Pete, I know you've been playing a lot of this, so feel free to chime in whenever you feel like it.
I was going to say, I tried to do pacifist runs of this, which is basically I don't kill anyone. You can down people, especially with squads, because then they can revive them.
Yeah.
So it's basically I'll down people and then I'll leave. And then that was a kind of a way to keep the formula fresh for me.
Not get the kill. Okay. Not technically get the kills. What am I doing?
I've never won doing this.
Important note. Editor's note, I've never won doing this. Yeah, I'm probably being really loud to people in this building right now, but that's fine.
I'm
gonna seek out.
That's spicy play.
Yeah,
right?
I'm on an action sort of seek out gameplay style right now.
I will say just the speed at which you're moving to me is already infinitely more appealing than
I killed a boy. Oh, boys are shooting me through the other window. That's one more boy than I normally kill. So
there you go.
Hats off to me.
It's no pressure.
Wow, he's all the way over there.
No pressure, no diamonds.
Yeah. So true. Oh, and that's a rip. So yeah, so in a lot of ways, it is more polished than PUBG. There are things that surprise me about how not polished some of the aspects are. So the inventory management isn't great. Flying in, using the parachute can be a little weird. The sound is terrible.
Interesting.
I don't know if you found this, Pete. Because the sound is awful. As far as like locational, and also just like the volume mix.
Because that seems crucial for this kind of game.
So like things that sound like, and this has been pretty consistent feedback that people have given them. As far as hearing where people are in relation to you, like footsteps sound louder either than they should, or they sound like they're coming from the wrong direction. Even if it's your teammate, which can really throw you off. But also just the volume mix, like you feel like I'm blowing out my eardrums when I'm flying in with the wind and the plane and the vehicles. But like when I need to hear footsteps around me, I'm like straining to hear.
That's weird because you think about just the timeline of Battle Royale games.
Yes.
PUBG kind of blew up, like March of 2017? And then
Before
Fortnite
it came out officially.
Yeah, and then Fortnite really started, what was it, like kind of the fall of last year, maybe?
Started to eat its lunch.
So you just think about that, the time to see those become as huge as they were, and then just how long it takes to make a big video game.
Yeah.
Like the turnaround on this is pretty remarkable.
Because I was thinking that. I said chasing the trend earlier, but really like they had to they had to get on that.
Yeah.
To put out a full mode, and they clearly learned, like I'm complaining about nitpicks at this point.
Are you an agent of S.H.I.E.L.D.? Is that what that logo was?
Might as well be.
Okay.
Yeah, they clearly learned a lot of lessons. The inventory is okay. I think they could kind of categorize stuff better, so that when you're like looting people's bodies or whatever, you actually kind of see different categories of stuff. Everything kind of blends together. You can hold infinite ammo because like who wants to fiddle around with like, oh, I'm holding too many of these bullets. Let me, like, that's one of the most annoying things to do in PUBG.
Yeah.
The flight path is up on the plane, which Fortnite added. PUBG added that after Fortnite added it. You can already see where you're going, so you can plan. There's a lot of little stuff. It's still missing some things. I think it's stuff they'll patch in. Like,
yeah, I mean, these games are big services. They're live games.
The turnaround you mentioned, I'm sure they couldn't implement everything they wanted. The pace. So you said you feel like I'm just the speed I'm moving and everything. So that really, I mean, Call of Duty is always kind of like that, kind of twitchy.
Yeah.
That just translates here, honestly.
And that just sounds like a way more. That as a kind of just a shooting model to me is more appealing than like having to like think about. I have a question too, but let's see. We have a question here first. Yeah.
I was just going to say, in general, the shooting makes me feel like I'm not just rolling dice. Like with PUBG, I shot at someone, I was like, and I killed them. I'm like, oh, okay, I guess, sure. I don't think I really deserve that, but this is actually like somewhat accurate.
But it's also PUBG has this whole like ballistics model that I never want to think about.
Sure.
But how's that here?
I don't know. It has bullet lead on the snipe. I don't think everything's hit scan. I think no. I don't actually know. I think they have realistic ballistics too, because Fortnite's all hit scan except for like one weapon. Okay. So you have to like lead the bolt sniper basically, or like the snipers in Fortnite. I think this is more like PUBG. I don't think things are hit scan because I know at a distance I saw.
Interesting. So I wonder if that's just weird then going from this to just kind of the normal Call of Duty modes.
But I actually have not played enough to notice for sure. So don't take my word as gospel on that one. So this map is made up of, which is kind of a neat thing, is made up of, this is a bad place to go.
I thought about how it's Nuketown.
Yeah, like these are all old Call of Duty maps.
Okay. Can you just like find a hidden fortress to like Medal of Honor?
The Narnia closet?
Yeah.
So yeah, that's kind of neat. Like they're all like bespoke little maps from old maps that are built into the bigger map. There's a lot of people here.
That's a cool way to reuse content.
Yeah.
It's almost like again, it reminds me of Overwatch, just being like how it just picked the bones off of that Blizzard MMO.
Yep.
Titan.
Basically, yeah. That's cool. Like one of the sections of the map, or a couple of sections of the map, have zombies in them in Battle Royale.
Oh, interesting. Okay.
Just because another nod to other modes in this game, basically.
Yeah, I mean that's always been Treyarch's thing specifically.
Yeah.
Is the zombie stuff.
So that's kind of neat.
This is Treyarch's game. That's where we're at in the cycle now.
Yeah. So yeah, that must be nice for them because you get stuff like Assassin's Creed where if I actually had sound, I would have known he was there. What's it called? Yeah. Because stuff like Assassin's Creed, if they're not putting the game out every year, nobody's putting the game out. But like this, each studio can do like.
Assassin's Creed does have kind of little studios within the studios. But
yes, this is true.
It's a lot
yeah, but yeah, this is very like they're doing their own thing.
Yeah. Question.
Yeah.
With regards to the zombie stuff, does it really add up to anything? Like, the only thing I've really noticed is that in some places you kill a bunch of zombies and then you can like loot a coffin or whatever.
Yeah,
is there something else beyond that?
I don't think so. I think it's just kind of like, see, I actually saw, if I hadn't had this little anecdote, then I would maybe just say it's kind of lame. But I was watching a stream, and 2 players got in a fight and got like interrupted by the zombies, and like the player was watching was getting hit by zombies, and he got flanked by an enemy player, and he went from shooting the zombies to like running out of the room, and all the zombies turned and attacked the other player. So he kind of just like, screw this, I'm gonna let.
And that's something that they could change. That's something that can be very dynamic if they ever felt like it.
Yeah, just like, switch up the AI or switch up like the locations, like But yeah, they if you kill all the zombies in an area, like it unlocks like a chest with like good loot in it.
See although now when you say that, now it sounds like a MOBA to me a little bit. And like the zombies are like
these
like
little
the
ads. Yeah, there's not that many of them for that. There's like 5 in a house. Like it's not that big of a deal. But
jungling.
Yeah. This game does look nice.
Yeah.
I'm running it on a very high-end desktop here that I'm currently reviewing. Everything's pretty maxed out.
No, what's the kind of the history of Call of Duty on PC? I feel like that there's been weirdness.
So
there.
I've actually heard. I haven't really having trouble getting games myself, and I haven't been able to like see the population or confirm it. But I have heard the population on PC isn't tremendous, even though the game has sold really well.
Is this a Battle.net game?
It is.
Okay.
It launches like Destiny through Blizzard's interface.
Wow.
Yeah, it's crazy. So I heard the population on this isn't as good. It's not been bad enough that I've had trouble getting matches or stuff. But I'm sure Call of Duty's console roots. I'm sure most of the players are on console.
Yeah, but that's the thing with these games, though, that you need to have like just tons of people playing all the time, or it just doesn't work. Question or comment?
I mean, I haven't had trouble finding games. What I find sometimes is that I'll queue up for quads, and then I'll just get put into like duos or solo, just randomly.
Okay.
Oh, weird.
That's cool. That's something that they're looking at as one big pool. Then, you playing on PC?
Yeah.
Okay.
I mean, like, I don't have a very advanced system. Like, I'm still using a GTX 970, so it's a few years old, and it still actually runs really great. So that's one thing I appreciate about this over PUBG, which PUBG it seems to not run well on anything.
Yeah, it doesn't. And
it got better, but yeah, it's not great. Oh, I landed just outside the chain link fence, so I screwed myself over here.
But yeah, just these games need to be scalable too. I think is the thing too. Yeah. Fortnite's ability to be on everything.
Definitely a big win for it.
Yeah.
What else about this game? So yeah, the shooting, it's very, and it's just the pace. It could be a preference thing, you could argue, because it's clearly a faster paced game. PUBG, I kind of do like. It's sort of like more tense, slow.
Yeah,
slow
and you're not
pace.
alone. Like you're not alone in that.
Yeah, but this definitely gets you, like you kind of play with. It makes you play with more. Like oomph, almost, because like you can just sprint around and like you can slide.
Yeah, the parts in PUBG, I get what people see as tense. I just see as really boring.
Sure. Because like there's the same seconds where you like slowly, you sometimes in this you have to run across the map to get places too. But the way you move and the pace of combat, and also like the speed. Is that a person? Also the speed of like revives.
How's the health in this?
They slowed. You have 150 HP. You can. Yeah, that is a person. No, it's not. It's the anti-aliasing looking weird. You can. So they slowed it down from the beta, which was kind of insane as far as the revive speed.
Okay.
Like if your teammate goes down, it's still pretty quick. But like in the beta, it was like you hold it for like 2 seconds and the person was back up.
They have to do like health packs and stuff too.
Yeah, it's much easier to heal. Like I have 7 of these bandages. You hold X, he applies them so fast, and there's a lot of them. Like I haven't been looting that long. I have a ton. And you can be back to full health after a fight, just like on your way somewhere else, because you can heal while you're running, unlike PUBG. So you just like run along, and Fortnite even. So you just run along and heal while you're on your way to your next location. It makes you feel like you're not at a real disadvantage for having gotten in a fight. Like, oh, now I have no health. Great. Like I'm gonna be dead.
Do you find yourself getting into fights more often?
Yes. Partially because you can land anywhere on the map. That's like, it could go either way with that. So you could argue, or you could think that because you can land anywhere, you're not more likely to run into people. I've found that it's still pretty common to run into a lot of people because anyone could be going anywhere with
Because
you.
that's the thing too. I want to get into more fights in these games so
Yeah.
that I know how the fights work. Like the fights they're so uncommon that I feel like I'm never able to get good at them because there's just no opportunity.
Yes. So that is actually something that I said last night while I was playing with my friends.
Cool.
That because you've seen these first couple games, I died kind of quick. I landed around people. I went a little farther out of my way this time, and I should go because these circles across the map. What's it called? So I've been in a couple of fights, but usually die like quick, and you're like, great, there goes my whole. But so because of that mindset, we jumped just into the matchmaking, like the other mode, because it's the same shooting.
Yeah.
So you can practice like getting good at the game.
Oh, so it crosses over
in matchmaking because it's just
yeah.
the same combat.
Yeah, it's
so,
just Call of Duty.
Yeah, it is. Call of Duty.
Speaking of knowing Call of Duty, I assume this is only in first person.
Yes.
How is that doing it for you?
Once PUBG added first person, I never went back to third. It's just a lot better. So
Okay, I feel like not everyone would agree with that take.
No, but I think the most of the population is still on third person PUBG because it feels a little easier.
Because wasn't there something
honestly?
like somebody was like doing taunts or something to get?
Yeah.
You
Using
got
the emote?
Can you
Yeah.
fact check this?
Right. The idea was that they were using taunts in Black Ops 4 in order to get that brief look of third-person camera and, I guess, see around corners or
Which is
something.
Okay.
like that.
honestly pretty funny.
Yeah, that's really great. That's the wave dashing of 2018.
Yeah. I did pick up some armor, which is
Oh, you're a little car boy.
a little ATV action. The armor in this game is kind of ridiculous. You last through a lot of shots. Like you can feel like it's weird because when you're getting shot at, you feel like you die.
Yes, I
really
want to be in more fights that last longer in these games.
When you are shooting someone with armor, you're like, will you just die already? You feel like you hit them a million times and you have to break their armor. It's not like they won't take no damage with the armor on, but they take less. So you shoot it enough and it breaks.
So you got to play Cyrus and have him inspect to see what their armor is weak against.
Right.
There's a hot Octopath Traveler joke for you in October 2018.
I just switched to the rear seat by accident. I'm just trying to get up there, Just out here doing what I'm doing.
I like that you're in a vehicle because you're trying to just book it.
Yeah, and I was all the way down there. That did not take long. The map's not huge. It feels a little bit more like Fortnite size, especially with how, like I said, the diving out of the plane. You can go really far.
Who would be their Thanos that you get for that? Like a hot Activision character, maybe. Put Kerrigan in the game.
Yeah. He's like the superpower.
Or I don't know, whoever. Reaper.
Put the Traveler in the game.
That's why the circle is just its shadow.
Very good. Wait a minute. Activision, call us.
Yeah, I'm pretty into this.
Yeah. Can't wait to get shot because I don't know there's people in my
Wow,
buildings.
a Destiny thing in a Battle Royale game. What a combo.
What a combo. Your favorite things, the two genders.
Shit.
So looks like it was looted already. Is the person still here? We'll find out. I'm running this because I thought that genuinely looked very nice while I was riding my ATV there through the forest. I'm running this on a system currently reviewing, which is the Asus ROG Strix desktop, which is kind of meant for esports players.
Okay.
If you're a PC Mag crossover event watcher, you'll have seen it this morning on PC Mag's show.
Talk about one cool thing?
Yeah.
Okay. We'll talk about more crossovers at the end of this show.
Yeah.
So stay tuned.
If you're part of the Ziff Davis cinematic universe, you will have seen it on the show this morning.
The Ziff Davis Tech and Commerce cinematic universe.
Right. You will have seen this desktop on the show this morning. It's like an esports focused, I don't really know where I'm going, I'm just talking. Esports focused desktop, so it has the RTX 2080 in it, which I'm definitely getting shot at.
I just want to call it You're Not My Dad.
Great name.
Just killed somebody.
10 out of 10. See, like I did survive that. Partially just
That's great though. Yeah,
you have to equip that. Yeah, partially just because, but like you see how quick it is, and you keep moving.
It looks like drugs.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, I see him. Ooh, that's a good shooting, boy.
Yeah.
I didn't know like I was shooting for a couple seconds there. I didn't really notice.
That's not like awful though.
That
right?
wasn't too bad.
Yeah.
I didn't do a whole lot in the first fight I died, but I'm just gonna keep blaming the lack of sound.
This is your weighted clothing.
Yeah. So this has a Core i9 9900K processor. It's kind of insane, and the RTX 2080 graphics card, so that's why you're seeing these frame rates on these very high settings. I will say most people who are trying to be good, which this happens in every Battle Royale game, which I kind of hate, I'll just, you know what? I'm just gonna match with randos in a quads game for all of you.
Yeah, why not? Let's show the breadth of what's going on
Let's see
here.
with some. Let's see.
I cannot deal with that logo.
It's really, it's
that
very funny.
4 Roman numeral.
Yep, it's very bad. I don't know what
Yeah.
they were doing.
Yeah.
God.
Yeah.
What was I saying? Oh yeah, so in Battle Royale games, people tend to tune the settings like down to like medium to low
Just for,
because
for
like your
performance?
frames go up and it's kind of easier to see people. So like there was an old PUBG strategy in particular, like turn the vegetation down because like bushes hide people, and if it's like not loading in full, it's just loading like a stick. You don't.
Yeah.
You'll see people easier. So that applies to grass. It applies to the effects. It applies to the shadows.
It reminds me
so I
of
kind of hate you have to make your game like look bad to like play it better.
It's
But
as if turning games into sports makes them worse.
it is a little bit like that.
It reminds me of an EVE Online. Whenever there'd be a big battle, you would want to turn your view away from the fighting so that your performance would be better.
So you don't get 1 frame per second.
Yeah.
But yeah, there's some color in this world. It's a little less dreary.
How about that?
A little less dreary than Public G.
Question or comment?
I had an anecdote about system requirements.
Please.
So back in my WoW days, there was a fight where it involved you fighting a giant pack of like jungle cats, and the healers would have to look at the wall because there was too much going on the screen, and it would just destroy the frame
That's
rate.
really
What kind of Blair Witch bullshit is that?
That's really funny.
I
Just
like
clicking on people's portraits and health bars and hitting heal rather than actually watching the fight.
Oh well, I mean that's basically what
That's
a healer
basically-
is anyway.
yeah,
Like
it's
you
basically
you
MMOs.
just look at a giant constellation of like 20 bars, and then the one that starts to fade. Yes.
Get in the corner.
Guy, my team's name is It Won't Fit, Dad.
I like the look of those crops for whatever reason.
Yeah. Yeah.
It was just some good-looking farm.
I'm under your bed says, hey gamers, have a fun game.
Wow.
Yeah. Thanks, bus driver.
I like this kind of like this fleet of helicopters.
Yeah,
too.
we're rolling
Just,
deep. We're rolling pretty deep
Some
right
real
now.
Fly the Valkyries shit.
Our teammates say we're going to Turbine, so we're going to Turbine.
Cool.
I'll
Any areas kind of stand out as like the spiciest? Is Fracking Tower?
Fracking Tower's pretty
Is
hot.
it like Tilted Tower?
Yeah,
or
they're
whatever in
all
Fortnite?
yeah. The center of the map tends to be kind of spicy.
Okay.
Nuketown Island, obviously, because it's like secluded, so it probably means that's good loot.
I feel like that's just because people recognize that name.
Yeah,
If
like
you
oh,
were-
I'll go to Nuketown. Yeah.
Yeah.
And it is cool seeing those like miniaturized versions of all these maps in this big map, which has enough variety. Like I mean, it's fine. It's got rivers.
Yeah.
So now it's a squad of boys all communicating without actually talking, which is always kind of a neat facet of these games.
Let me tell you about Splatoon. If you
Yeah.
want some real communication without talking.
I bet they. Let me tell you about the Nintendo Switch as a whole. Yeah, I bet they can hear the game though. It's probably a key difference.
Yeah, but they know that you can't talk to them.
Yeah,
So
yeah. I don't know if they're even trying to talk to each other. Honestly,
yeah.
it's a lot easier to play with your friends when you're communicating. That's all I'll say. Would love a gun. Oh well, my friend there just took it. There we go. Oh good, a rocket launcher.
There you go. Yeah, they won't know what hit them.
Yeah. And you can use it to like target the helicopters out of the air. There's also
Oh,
just
sweet.
helicopters.
Okay.
You can like find parked and just get in.
This is kind of confusing me too about Battle Royale games. Are the players coming in waves?
What do you mean?
It sometimes feels like it's staggered when people are actually showing up on the map.
No. I mean, everyone drops at the same time.
Okay. I just feel like I see things like, oh, so and so died on the landing, like way past when I would have thought that everyone would have
People were still
landed.
landing.
Yeah.
Hmm.
I don't know. Maybe I'm just. I don't know.
Maybe. I don't know. Maybe they died from falling.
Yeah.
Like fall damage.
Question.
Well, I think also, is it the icon for like finishing someone off is just like looks like someone just like fallen over or something like that?
Yes. They're just kind of.
Oh yeah, they're kind of pleading for their
Yeah.
lives.
They're like,
there.
please, Optimus, no.
No, please.
Yeah. I have kind of a sniper here. And I have a 3x scope. So the loot system's kind of annoying. Like if I have something on here, first of all, you can't like you do like you actively do the animation to switch weapons if you switch in your inventory which one you want to apply things to, which is weird. You can't just like
I
swap
see.
between your guns to like theoretically change your attachments. You have to like take it out, which
Yeah.
is kind of odd. But whatever, I guess.
Question. Comment.
Also, when you're just walking around to pick up guns, it doesn't actually tell you what type of ammo it uses, right? Because like there are like 5.56 rifles
Yeah.
and then 7.62s, and I'm like, I don't know guns at all.
No,
so I
no
don't know
guns
which
offhand
one.
to know what this is. Yeah, well, you see in
that's the thing too that bugs me about these is I'm expected to know that.
The military
and, like,
realism aspect.
encouraged to know that.
Yeah.
Like
Well,
I already hate that I even know the scenarios when it's better to use like a shotgun versus like an assault rifle and
Sure.
all that. I hate knowing that.
all I can say to that is after I pick up a gun already, you can look in the bottom right corner because it just says the kind of ammo that you have. That's kind of the only clue, and I guess just through repetition of playing this game, which is another problem. Like, only through repetition would you know which guns are even good. Like, I have no idea. Like when I first started playing, I still only have a vague sense, but like.
I mean, does that cross over with the regular multiplayer? Or if you're like a Call of Duty vet?
Yeah, you definitely would recognize these more, much like the map locations.
Mm-hmm.
If you haven't, then you're going to be like, I don't know what this gun is
I mean,
for.
famous,
I don't know.
famous niche group Call of Duty fans.
Right. Like, I don't know what this gun is good at. I don't know what like engagement range it's for. Yeah, so that definitely happens.
And it's not like you're totally like you've reviewed.
Yeah,
Call of
like
Duty
I've
games,
played them,
yeah.
but I'm not like, oh yes, this. I know exactly the range it uses that. There's like a lot of attachments, so that's kind of, I don't know. The stuff there's like a lot of stuff, but I feel like I kind of just take stuff and go. I'm
Didn't
sure
you review Black Ops 3?
I did.
Yeah.
Yeah, and it's a weird campaign.
Well,
With
they got rid of it.
with which actor I don't even remember.
It was Christopher Maloney.
It was Christopher Maloney.
Famous SVU boy.
Yep. Famous
Um,
incel chaser.
Not anymore. I mean, he's
No,
not there anymore.
He's not on the show anymore.
No, he's on that weird show where like Patton Oswalt is a like an imaginary friend. I think we have a lot of reviews of that show.
Okay.
Happy maybe is what.
Sure.
Yeah. But no, that's what they got last time.
Right.
Remember when Kevin Spacey was on a Call of Duty game?
I do.
Extremely realistic Kevin Spacey.
Yeah, really up. I bet they're really
Yeah.
happy with that now, in retrospect.
They spent a lot of money.
They
making
sure did, making him look good.
Yeah.
Hollywood. Those beacons are where the zombies are chilling.
Oh, let's go see some zombies.
See some boys? I'm just
Yeah.
gonna run away from my teammates so I can go see zombies.
Whatever.
Bye. They're like, where's this dude going?
The content is
Content's sorry, content's more important.
king. Yeah. Beautiful.
Typo.
It's more important.
More important. I hope that confused at least two people. If that confused one person, I'm happy.
Yeah. Just seeing a giant blue beam in this
Yeah.
is also just kind of doing it for me.
Yep. Oh, this is where me and my friends died last night. After clearing this giant blue beam, we went over to this area and got absolutely owned by this guy.
Now, what other kind of stuff they can do besides zombies that's like still within Call of Duty?
Like lore. There's Kevin Spacey just in a house.
He's just there. He's just. Yeah. I don't know. Or all of a sudden it turns to World War II.
I think the beam just went away, which probably means that there's a team there looting it. So maybe I should.
I want to see some zombies before the end of the stream.
I think yeah.
That's your OKR.
Okay. I think they all got killed. Sorry, team. I'll come back. I didn't mean to abandon you. To be fair, I was also running into the circle. So another thing about this desktop, this is what I alluded to before. You can't really see this on camera, sorry, but it automatically synced the lighting with the keyboard. So the WASD is like
We got some good orange
lit
tech
up.
right
Yeah,
here.
it gave me that cod orange, that sweet cod orange, and I think there was something supposed to be demonstrating like your health bar, but all it seems to have done is lit up F1, F2, and F3 green, and I don't really know what those do.
Is that something that anyone
Maybe that is just my health.
would anyone ever find that useful ever?
Probably not, because like I'm not gonna look away, you know,
Yeah.
especially in a fight.
It's like the touch bar on those MacBooks.
Yep. So that's just kind of a gimmicky feature. But now I can say I used it. Just on a hunt for boys.
Yeah. You know they delayed Days Gone. We were just gonna chat.
Oh man,
Yeah.
it's really hyped for that zombie game with a motorcycle.
Sure.
It's about and thus we've exhausted my Days Gone knowledge.
Yeah.
That game that seemingly is coming out like 3 years too late.
Again, low bar, but just the way that this looks is really
Which
like,
is a lot better.
yeah. Like this is a video game.
This is a video game.
Yeah.
Yeah, I appreciate what PUBG did. I like it. I played hundreds of hours of it. Yeah, I understand it was made by a small studio.
I probably would have been less annoyed by it if it wasn't like the one for so
Sure.
long. You know.
I'm just gonna go over this bridge, YOLO. Yeah, no, I get it.
It's the same thing with MOBAs. I wouldn't hate MOBAs so much if they weren't like enshrined as like the thing.
As the current thing.
Or Dark Souls. If Dark Souls, all these bad games, if they just stayed in their corners and just everyone knew
got dragged out into the mainstream.
Yeah, or 4chan for that matter.
Now everyone's making a MOBA, everyone's making a Battle Royale, and everyone's making a Dark Souls.
Everyone's making a right-wing hate forum. Yeah, if they just stayed in their corners, it would have been fine.
Let the
Fire Emblem even, fuck.
We're a bunch of clumped up boys here.
Yeah.
Can't wait to win this game.
How are you doing so far?
I think there's only 34 alive,
Okay.
so that's, I don't have like any. Oh, I don't have a backpack still, which is actually impressive.
What, was it like 8 other teams?
Yeah. So they also, there's only one backpack size, which I actually that's better.
Okay.
Oh, an actual sniper scope. Oh, I don't have a sniper. No, I do. It's this one. Yeah, in PUBG there were 3 different sizes of backpacks, and like it's exciting when you're like, oh cool, like I got the level 3 backpack, I can hold more, but then you're just like, oh, what should I drop? What should I keep? This is just one size of backpack. You know what to expect. You don't have to juggle it.
It'd almost be better if they just leaned into like the almost kind of survival horror parts of that.
Yeah.
Because between like the limited ammo and the way that like fights are like not the thing, I don't know. I feel like if it was presented more like a horror game,
you might be more into it.
Yeah.
They also have all these. So there's all these
better.
buffs. I don't know if you've seen these. There's like mods that you just use. They have like a 2-minute timer. It's just like, oh, you run faster, your weapon swap faster. Oh, you can hear your. You can see your teammates through walls. Oh, you can hear enemy footsteps louder.
Oh, neat. You should do that one. You should hear footsteps louder.
I'll hear it through the lack of speakers.
Yeah.
I think there's no speakers on this. Or maybe the volume's just looted. Maybe I could have it. Maybe I could have it all.
Oh, okay.
Gotta shoot my shot. No, it's actually fully up. I don't. Think
yeah, go for it.
I don't think this is built-in speakers.
Have you heard anything about Battlefield 5's equivalent mode?
We just published a
Did I break it? No.
We just
I never
published
should
a
have minimized.
preview of the war stories, but I think that's the single-player stuff.
I believe so.
Yeah, I think also maybe theirs isn't the one. So Red Dead Online comes out after Red Dead launches. I don't know if Battlefield's Battle Royale is also delayed or not launching day and date or not. I'm not sure. That could be the case there also, but I don't know. Again, but Battlefield seems like a game where it's just its pace and its style of shooting seems it'd be like closer to PUBG than Call of Duty would.
It says input not supported only when the game is open,
Weird.
which is obviously false.
I can keep vamping.
I should have not ever minimized.
You shouldn't have tried to hear.
I should never have tried to
Now
hear.
you lost it all.
Shoot.
What else?
Shoot.
About the Call of Duty Blackened Ops 4. Yeah, just those power-ups you're talking about. Like, that's just something else kind of cool. Like, just talking about how it's kind of the best of these, it's kind of the best of both worlds for these Battle Royale games. Like, with Fortnite, if you take out all that building shit in Fortnite, think about all the kind of other things.
You hate the building so much. I love
Think about all the other stuff you could be thinking about
come
if you
on.
didn't have to be worrying about that. So it's like, oh yeah, now there's room for like these power-ups. And stuff that just kind of actually complements the shooting as opposed to, oh, I gotta fiddly build a wall and I have to like harvest wood? What?
Fiddly build. And the shooting in Fortnite's bad, so lose-lose.
Yeah.
I don't know. I mean, I don't know. I don't dislike. I'm bad at the building. I don't
It's
conceptually.
bad. It's this total vestigial tail system that's just like in the game.
I saw it. I saw the game. I saw it playing in the background.
If they can do Titanfall modes without mechs, they can do Fortnite without building, is what I say. That should be their next mode. Yeah, it sucks. Yeah.
I wonder whether like they
broke
don't
it.
do
Sorry,
that because they know how popular it would be.
That'd be too much.
Should never
Oh yeah,
minimize.
it could be like, Fortnite's problem is that
strange
it's
error.
not popular enough. What do we got?
Well, I probably have to quit the game and restart it to make it work.
Okay.
Unfortunately,
That's fine.
even though I was in the middle of a game that looked like me and my boys were going places.
Yeah, well,
I ruined it.
content was more important to her.
You're right. Sorry.
Have you played any of the non-Blackout stuff in this? Blackout.
Yes. So I haven't played the specific zombies mode yet.
Okay.
But we did try the general matchmaking so that we could get a feel for how the game shooting works. Like I said, you only get so many opportunities in Blackout, and when it does happen, you feel very like you said, like I've never been to fight, like I don't really know, I don't know how these guns work, like, and then you're dead, and then and then you have to do the whole jump back in, play, loot up, find another team, all over again. Yeah. So what is wrong with this? Technical difficulties. So yeah, it's good that you can get in and practice the how the guns work in those other modes. It was fine. I mean, we played. It has all the traditional modes. There's like the deathmatch. There's the kill confirm. We have to pick up the dog tags when you kill someone to get points for it.
Does it feel more fleshed out because they didn't have to? Do you feel the value of them focusing more on that stuff as opposed to the campaign?
It's nice that it's all there and in there. I don't know how extensive zombies is. I guess that's enough to entertain some people. Okay. I don't know offhand how much more in depth the I don't know what to do to make this work. How much more in depth the matchmaking options are compared to the other game that also had a campaign. Right. It's probably the same. I think they did kind of a greatest hits. Here's all their stuff. Here's all our maps. Okay.
Yeah, because we had some spirited debates about this. Like, I just appreciate when games. It seems like a backslide to me. I don't know. Like
to not have a campaign.
Not have a campaign, because I don't know. I don't like playing. I more often than not don't like playing with other people, and so I know that that's not the focus. Yeah. But I like having the ability to at least get something out of a game. Yeah.
But I'm always like, oh, they're like 6 to 10 hour campaigns. Like they're not that. I know hours isn't like the be all end of a game's value or if it's fun, but I don't feel like they're really cutting truly too much of these samey campaigns. If the campaigns had been amazing the whole time, I'd be
Titanfall?
I'd be like, oh, what a shame. But I don't feel like, I don't know. I just don't feel like you're losing that much.
I just mean more on just kind of a philosophical level of if you were able to have stuff that can service more kinds of players, I think that's just in general a good thing. Sure. I think that's a player. I think someone who wants to play it by themselves is totally a valid way.
But maybe it was too much crunch to get a campaign in these
games.
You
got me. Yeah. Oh, no, I'm the bad guy.
Yeah, that's right.
Wow.
This monitor is.
Is it the monitor?
It might be.
Okay.
Well, I just can't think of why it's not displaying when I launch a full screen game.
Huh.
It works on the desktop and then stops working.
I mean, I want to see some zombies.
Sorry, folks.
It's only like 340.
Yeah, I never should have minimized. Yeah. Let's just try one restart.
We're almost done.
If it doesn't work,
the studio's almost done.
Yeah, we're wrapping up here.
So
about to dismantle all this and move.
Yeah.
So yeah, it's fun. It's a fun pace.
It was fun for sure.
I think the speed of the game kind of does away with some of your problems about just the combat and also just the movement time.
For sure.
What is happening? And the speed of the game, even when you're in a fight, you run, you slide, you kind of duck out. It's a lot faster pace overall.
Yeah.
Not even physically the move speed, just like the ducking in out of the tree, sliding into cover.
I've not played a Call of Duty really since Black Ops II, but my problem was never that they played weird.
Right.
They always felt great to me. I just didn't. I'm just not into annualized games.
Sure.
Or Oliver North, but but yeah, the feel of those games is impeccable. So that is already alone, just in terms of a good feeling game.
Sure.
That
does not look good.
No.
Yeah, maybe the monitor may be a fault here.
Okay.
Or the fact that we're using DisplayPort instead of HDMI to make our stream setup work.
Oh. Okay. So then we want to just kind of.
We could just end it. I'm sorry.
Okay. We got some kind of housekeeping at the end to talk about too.
Yeah. Okay.
All right. So
that's Blops.
So like wrap up Blops.
That's our thoughts.
So yeah. What do you think?
The modes I would say you have
to. Is
to.
Call of Duty Black Ops 4 a game to play before you die?
Again, almost definitely not.
Okay.
I would say you have to know that you're going to play and enjoy a Battle Royale game.
Okay.
People ask
that's a lot of people.
The quintessential question is is it worth $50? Is it worth $60? Now that it has no campaign, yes and no. I don't know if you enjoy it enough. The general matchmaking probably, if they had just released a matchmaking only game for $60, that would seem kind of like
Yeah, because Fortnite is free,
Right.
and PUBG is still
like,
30,
yeah.
right?
So it's like theoretically, yeah, matchmaking is like infinite gameplay, sure,
Yeah.
but I mean, you gotta have more modes to mix it up.
Gotta have more modes.
Gotta have your modes. I think
Gotta tighten up the graphics on level 3.
I think between what is happening here,
Yeah, I don't know if they're probably not seeing that, but
yeah, my screen is losing it.
yeah, I thought it was like a cool little glitch.
Like
intro
a
thing.
Republic of Gamers.
Yeah.
No. Yeah, there's enough modes I think to satisfy people. Like you get bored of the matchmaking, you hop into a blackout game. It's fun. It's not like world shattering. I think like the whole PUBG but polished thing is 75% true.
Okay. Yeah, sure.
It's a different game. It's just an arcadey PUBG. Yes, it's made by AAA developers. It looks better. It plays better. It does have its own issues. Most people probably find it more accessible just to like the average Call of Duty gamer can jump in and know what they're doing.
Yeah.
Most people have played Fortnite.
And it's one of the only brands kind of out there that has the weight to kind of muscle in on this space that
Yeah.
I think is increasingly just closed off now.
Right,
I
especially-
think it's done.
I think
like, sorry,
probably.
Radical Heights.
Right.
Like,
Yeah. Yeah. I think if you tried to do like another generic military thing and you weren't Call of Duty,
yeah, you're done. Yeah, don't bother making another Battle Royale game.
but Battlefield,
They can have the
they can do it too.
Yeah, they have the ability to try. What if that's what Star Wars Battlefront 3 is a Battle Royale game? You're like 100 Han, you're 100 Sheevs.
I'm so tired.
100 Sheevs.
Oh wait, 100. If it's 100 Sheaves, I'm in.
Jabba, yeah.
I'm trying to think of all right, boys, where we blopping, but for Sheev.
It's just Han Solos.
How many Hans Solo? Who can be the last Solo standing?
Yeah, Han Duo, Han Squad.
I was gonna say his Blues are gonna get in on it, but I guess they kind of are.
Yeah, it's Battle that game.
So they're good.
Yeah.
You don't need Overwatch Battle Royale.
You don't need it, but you'll get it.
Yeah. That's a real pick your poison between Destiny Battle Royale and Overwatch Battle Royale for you. That's a lose-lose.
Wow, that really is. Okay.
So that's it. Yeah, it's fun. I'm working on playing it more and hopefully getting a review up. I did preview it. My thoughts haven't changed a ton, but you notice a lot more little things along you play. So I'm sure I'll have thoughts. And zombies mode I haven't tried yet, so that's probably the same.
There's
as it
still a
was.
lot more to dig into.
Yeah.
We'll all find out together.
Yes.
So that's Call of Duty Black Ops 4. It's out now on PC, Xbox One, PS4. That's it for this stream. So we're leaving this office.
These hollowed halls.
At some point.
Soon.
Soon, which will will affect these streams.
Yes.
By
killing them.
by ending them. ending this particular version of us playing video games on the internet. So we don't know exactly when that's all going down. We could be back next week with Red Dead potentially, or not.
Yeah, see how easy it is to do some of these sort of impromptu streams.
Yeah, but if you're a fan of looking at me on the internet talking about video games, we have this new thing that we're doing with our new colleagues at Mashable, which is called Games Play Before You Die. We talk about the most important games, iconic games like Sonic the Hedgehog 2, which is our first episode.
Sonic.
So that's on the site now. If you like that, you should watch that.
You should go fast and get over there.
Do all the stuff that you do on the internet to show that you support content. Was it smash that like button?
Smash that subscribe. Mash.
Mash the like button. Ring the bell is the one I hear a lot
Okay.
now.
Ring that bell.
It's to get like notifications, I think.
Okay. Maybe like a follow.
Yeah.
Okay.
So yeah, the ways in which we do video. Again, this extended
family, this cinematic universe of content.
Yeah, is undergoing some shifts, but it's gonna happen, and it's gonna be probably better than ever, I would say.
Probably.
So look out for that. Something will happen next week of some kind on Geek.com.
There will be more content.
Yeah. So thanks for that.